Hey, welcome back to Craft Redux, or is it Redu? Today I'm going to be making a bot out of just parts from this thermal label printer. It's the kind of thing you'd see at a shipping store, printing your label. First thing I had to do is take it all apart and kind of get a feel for what's inside this thing. Once I laid it all out, I was pretty sure I could do an entire build from just parts harvested here. When I'm going for a build like this, I can't see the end product by just looking at the parts. All I'm really looking for is an assortment. And if you're not really sure what I'm talking about, check out these guys. It's the same kind of thing. I made Toby here out of parts just from a toy train engine. Rocky here was from a cassette CD boombox. And in the back, Adamus made him just out of an adding machine. I have videos for all these guys, and especially the Rocky video. No one really watched that. It's a cool video. Check it out. There's a link. So first thing to do is always file down everything that I'm going to glue. Sandpaper doesn't make enough of a dent on metal for things to really have enough tooth to stick. I'm starting with the face. Here's the eyes. After getting that together and kind of looking at all the rest of the parts, I realized I wouldn't be able to make a classic bot. There really wasn't the arms and legs kind of parts I would need, so I quickly switched over to a vehicle. Yeah, he looks pretty cool so far. So once I saw how these parts fit together, like exactly perfect, I knew it was meant to be, so a vehicle it is. Kind of had an idea for a electricity collection bot. I figured all those other bots are going to need to get their power from somewhere, so I figured like a little truck or van type thing. I started by putting the bed together with some distractions. These two parts are identical, so they stuck together real easily. I then mounted these big chonky kind of battery wheel looking things to the bottom, then stuck that body piece and a motor to the top. On the right side was already a rail, so I figured needed one on the left side, and once I stuck this thing on there, I was like, yes, we are definitely on the right track. Very electrical looking. That's when I named this dude the Volt Collector. Since this guy was going to be an electrical beast, I knew I'd need copper all over the place. Nothing says electricity more than copper to me, I don't know why. So I started just pulling it from every source I could find. Figured the best source of electricity for these guys would be the sky, so I'm making a lightning rod. I'm not an engineer, just a simple toy maker, but if I'm understanding correctly, if I put some charge into this copper, it would turn that thing into a magnet, no? I knew I'd be wanting wires coming off of both sides of that thing, both to the inside of the build and to the edge, so I'm adding another set of wires going the other direction. I knew this was going to be the dangerous part of the build. It's sticking way off the top. It's going to be really easy to get bumped, smashed, cats are going to chew on it, so I really overglued this thing. I'm not really a fan of overgluing, it's usually not necessary, but in this case, yeah, it got a lot of glue and a lot of tooth where everything's being glued. You can see the top of that motor scratched to hell. Once I got this on there, I let everything dry for quite a while. Does glue dry, or is it curing? Not sure. So this was the fiddliest part of a very fiddly build. I stuck one of these little tiny wires into every other hole along the top of there. It came out super cool, but damn, it took me like an hour and a half. Well worth the time though. I think it looks awesome. So I think we're off to a good start. I think we're going to call it a day right there. People ask me why videos don't come out more regularly for me, and this is one of the big parts. I have to completely tear down and clean up my work area every time, so sometimes it's hard to get motivated to set everything back up. My assistant also takes a lot of my time. He's dumb and learns slow, but man, he's cute. So make sure you tune in next week. I'll be putting out part 2 where we're going to get into all this crazy detail. I'm not going to show too much of it here, but you can see it. Really appreciate it if you take the time to subscribe so you can check that video out. And like I said, go back and check out the Rocky video. He's dope. And, you know, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.